Today's video, we're going to be doing another Gen Z review. This video is going to be from CBS Mornings, where they're talking about the younger generation is redefining relationship goals. Very, very interesting. And like I tell people all the time, my job is 90% relationship drama. So let's see how this shakes up.
Generation may not have the same relationship goals that we did and previous generations did. The Pew Research Center says new data from the University of Michigan shows an overall decline in teens wanting to eventually get married. In 2023, only 67% of high school seniors said that they plan to tie the knot, compared to 80% back in 1993. Now, here's where it gets a little bit tricky in comparison to your talking table. The biggest decrease was seen in girls, more than a 20% drop in the last 30 years. Boys have remained pretty steady, just losing an extra 2% over the same time period.
Gen Z girls do not want to get married. This data reflects what I see all the time. You go to college to make your dreams come true, to follow your goals, to fulfill any accomplishments that you want to do. But for a lot of people, finding love is part of that goal, and it is part of that accomplishment. So as somebody who runs into Gen Z every single day as a college counselor for over 10 years, I am not surprised to see this drop off in the amount of young ladies that want to get married. It's hard. I'm going to be real with y'all. The number one thing that stops Gen Z girls from wanting to get married is Gen Z guys. I'm sorry. It's just true. Women are just so much more goal-oriented. They have goals, they have tasks that they want to accomplish, they have things that they want to fulfill, and they have high standards, which I love my girls. Keep it going. The guys don't make it easy. They do not make it easy. Of course, there's a bunch of other factors for the reason that young ladies may not want to get married. Of course, traditional values, heterosexual, sexual orientation, things like that. It's a whole multitude of things. Money, it's everything under the sun. Like, we're not going to tie this in, but from my experience, I'm not surprised to see such a steep decline from young ladies. It's hard, man. The Gen Z guys, y'all need to step up, bro. Gen Z guys, y'all need to step up, bro. Y'all need to stop watching these streamers because they are steering you in the wrong direction. I see these new streamers coming out, and these guys are just overgrown children. I'm not talking to you about no red pill, blue pill garbage. It's not about that. But it's about just stepping up and having goals. It's about taking responsibility for things. It's about having respect. It's about chivalry. It's about all of that stuff. You're telling me that if I'm a young lady and I want a suitor, a mate to marry for life and all the stuff that marriage is, whatever it means to you, I'm letting you know the young men of this generation, they can't meet those standards. And on top of that, in the defense of the young men, the standards are so damn high. Because you know what's the number one motivating factor today? Money. Money. These guys, they can't get that money either. They're seeing, oh, these girls, they want the Birkin bag, or they want something like this, or what do you got? When I talk to these young girl students all the time, what do you want? Oh, I need a man to get me money so I don't got to work. Like, that is what they're saying. That is the expectation that has been put out by the streamers, by the rappers, by the music, and by the social media sphere. People don't want to do anything. So they just want a man or a woman, whatever, somebody to take care of them. And that's just not life. And that's not society. And it's not real. So people want to get married. Why? When nobody can reach these imaginary, unfathomable goals that are in the stars. I get it.
Losing an extra 2% over the same time period. So there are girls that are seniors that are saying, you know what? I'm not sure marriage is for me. I don't have to.
I don't have to.
So with women deciding to leave the country and high school seniors saying, we don't want to get married.
I think men need to step it up.
What the heck are we doing here?
We need an emergency press conference.
Men need to step it up. Maybe that's the thing. But that makes me sad, though.
It does make me sad.
I believe in the institution of marriage and love when you find the right partner.
Yeah,
I do too.
And the biggest reason why Gen Z doesn't want to get married is because of their social expectations of each other. Older generations would have years, decades, and a lifetime of social interactions and experiences that carry on and mold you. Gen Z social interactions are so low that this is as far as they go out of their comfort zone to socialize. And in this specific bracket, which happens usually in middle school, or elementary school, they're trying to find the love of their lives here, or maybe even in high school. And they're only going to give it a shot once or twice. Once or twice. They're only going to give a shot at love once or twice. And that is what they're putting all their chips in. So when it doesn't work in this little bracket of time, they will not try again. Because the level of emotional input that it took in this little window of time, they don't feel like they can recover from it. Because they're not gaining continuous experience throughout the journey of love and dating and all that. They meet one person when they're a kid, and that has to be the love of their lives. It's not even, and it's not just romantically. It's also with their friends. They make one childhood friend or a few childhood friends, and they have to be friends forever. And that's just not the way that it works. So because of that, they guard their hearts, both romantically and platonically, and they stay stuck. I'm not surprised that the data is coming back as this. I'm not surprised to see the dip in the amount of people that want to get married. It's not shocking. We live in a different world today with different standards and different rules. So if we want to go and stand any chance of helping Gen Z, we got to educate them, and we got to tell them that life is much longer than what they think it is. But that's all I got for y'all, man. Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think about this video. And yeah, I would love to hear y'all thoughts. Peace.